Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome to Soul of Your Maya. Ooh, this is a quick energy check-in for this week. Aries, we're starting off with with lovers, so there might be some kind of movement in the lovers department. Anything else here? Be aware of anything that might be related to your health. Watch your health. Maybe somebody who you love has some bad health issues. It's just about for you to just check in and check in your own health, but also the people that your loved ones. But I also feel like there's something with the love department coming up for you. Also, you might receive a gift. You might attend a birthday. I'm getting some kind of event that might be essential for you, Aries. Okay, moving on to Taurus. Taurus, what's this week's energy for Taurus? This week's energy for Taurus. Courtship. You might go on a date. You might ask somebody out. I feel like you should maybe expect going on a date in 4 days. Somebody might reach out to you in 4 hours even. What else? This is somebody who you could end up marrying. You got the marriage card falling out. So if you are about to get swept off your feet, this could be something for the long run. One last message for Taurus. Somebody's very much thinking about you. So you've maybe manifested somebody. You've maybe started manifesting somebody, and it's starting to materialize itself. So good week for you guys, Taurus. Moving on to Gemini. What's this week's energy for Gemini, please? This week's energy for Gemini. Family room, poverty. Somebody might feel left out within your family. Maybe somebody feels excluded. There could be some kind of inheritance issues or some kind of debate about money. I feel like you guys need to focus back on finding that kind of comfort within your family. So there could be something about family, some kind of maybe some trauma or something that needs to like be released from the family, like ancestral. I'm just getting like ancestral trauma, like releasing ancestral trauma and generational trauma. But I also feel like there's something, maybe if you have siblings or somebody might ask you out for some help. So pay attention to your family this week. Also, maybe I don't want to say this, but your mother might react out of something might come. Your mother might be going through some kind of difficult period. This is something specific. Pay attention to a mature woman in your surrounding who won't feel like she's herself this week, with a mature woman who fell out in reverse. Moving on to Cancer. What's coming up for Cancer this week? This week's energy for Cancer. Happy birthday, Cancer. Try to slow down. If you're trying to rush through something, you might be stopped in your tracks. There's a message coming for you this week. What's this message about for Cancerians? What's the message from the Cancer people? Maybe something's coming to an end. You might receive some news that I have the coffin and I have the spare. Okay. And it's not meaning that somebody might pass away, but it's a message that something has come to an end. Maybe somebody has chosen to not give you the interview or something. It doesn't have to be too dramatic, but just this week, hold your horses and slow down, because you might be forced to slow down via the message. It might cause you to slow down a little bit, Cancer. Okay. Anything else for Cancer? Yeah, got a message of concern. Just be careful. Just prepare yourself. But you do have some date on the horizon. If you're not dating anybody, there's a date on the horizon coming. I don't feel like this is this week's energy, but future energy. Okay, Leo. What's this week's energy for Leo? Ooh, Leo, you might get some kind of promotion, some kind of sudden wealth. You might meet somebody who's authoritative. You might get some money from your elders, from your parents, from your uncle, grandfather, whoever. I do feel like there's some kind of money coming for you this week. What else for Leo? Somebody else is trying to not think about you. You're living rent-free in somebody's mind. This week, you're going to be on somebody's minds nonstop. Also, pay attention to your health. You could be linked to Aries, who I had also with the health. Yeah, maybe somebody is even concerned about their health, concerned about your health. It's an official person, somebody who is of academic status or very intellectual, high military position. They might be worried about their health. Okay, Virgo, what's coming up for Virgo this week? What's this week's energy for Virgo, please? Hard work, but I do feel like it's going to pay off. You're going to get a message of a main male. You might receive a message from somebody who wants to take you out. I don't know what this message is about, but it's from a main male, whether this is a date or a friend, but I feel like it's a masculine energy that I'm getting through here. There also might be a trickster in your energy this week, so be aware of messages. That's what I'm getting. Don't fall for any scams. You might get some kind of scam that will pretend to know you. Just don't fall for it, okay? As well. Somebody will ask for your help, but it's going to be it's not going to be the right energy. Just beware of scams this week, Virgo. Continue to work hard. You might have a busier week this week, child. And you might be in, I don't know if you have nephews or cousins or somebody who has a birthday, but there's something coming up in terms of giving a child a present that's going to link you to a wealthy man. You might meet somebody on a baby shower or something. This is very specific, Virgo, for some of you. Okay, Libra. What's the energy for Libra this week? What's this week's energy for Libra? Libra. Official person. You might need to rethink your path of going a different way. Maybe you've been thinking of changing your job or something that you might be a very high rank, very good at your job, but it's not been, money can't buy you happiness. So there's a new pathway for you. What's the child about? There's going to be some change. Maybe you're looking at it from a more playful kind of point of view. As soon as you change your direction, you're going to receive a message that's going to raise your vibrations. Just don't just be observant. Use it. What is this week? Somebody from your past might help you. Sorry, I'm getting a lot of floods for Libra. You got some great fortune. So basically your week's energy, Libra, is change your path. Look at things from a childlike point of view. And you got some kind of message coming through. From a mature man. I don't know what this is about, but this will be contributing to your change. Maybe from a fatherly figure, authoritative figure, something. And a child, again, just flew out. New pathway, Libra. Those are your cards. Okay, Scorpio. What's the energy for Scorpio, please? Why? You might feel a bit judged this week by people. You might feel like people don't know you. You feel like you might be surrounded by some energies that are very judgmental. Everybody's getting a message of concern. You also might hear from something from distant relatives. You might hear some from news that you might not want to hear about. It's not related completely to you. You are going to get on a date. I do feel like you're going to be courtshiped. Why is there concern? You might doubt whoever this person is that wants to take you on a date. I do see some more income for you this week. And you're focusing more on your job, your occupation, your calling. Also something with a child. Maybe you want to take care of your more work with children. There could also be something about you more going into your feminine energy. I feel like you're like more like wanting to settle down, find somebody. So you're going to be whoever wants to take you out on a date. It's like you don't want to mess around anymore. You just want to settle now. Sagittarius. What's this week's energy for Sagittarius, please? Why? There's going to be a lot of masculine energy around you, Sagittarius. Some people might be a little bit concerned. Some people will... You might need to go to court. There could be a divorce or some kind of legal stuff happening for you this week. Sorry, I got a cold. Trust. There's some kind of motherly figure or some older female that you can trust this week if there is some kind of court decision. But you also have somebody wanting to have you back. I feel like there's somebody from your past coming around. They might try to like get you back in. Yeah, they want to courtship you. But I do feel like there's concern for this one. Maybe you guys have a past that isn't the best. Okay, Sagittarius. Anything else? Yeah, you got some love energy happening this week. Capricorn. Quick energy check for Capricorn this week. Why? You might need to move, you might need to change, and I don't feel like you want to. You might need to have a look at your career change. I feel like you're trying to figure out a way. You might feel a little bit lost this week. What's the message about? You might watch your health. You're linked to Aries, and I don't know who else had that. There's something about a message about your health that you might need to go onto a journey. I do feel like you guys are going to go on a journey. It might cost you a little bit more money than you expected. Maybe you need to go on a retreat. Maybe you need to get some kind of surgery done. But I feel like you might be a little bit of a little bit of obstacles this week. Anything else for Capricorn? Yeah, you got it. There's some kind of, just watch your money spending, because you might need to like look into your savings for this week. Just continue working hard and keep going. And yeah, it's not much I can say, Capricorn. You will get some kind of sudden wealth later down the line from a mature female. She's going to help you. Somebody's going to help you as soon as there's something about your health. It doesn't have to be physical. It could be maybe you guys want to go to therapy. You want to do some healing sessions, whatever it is. There's something that you want to heal within yourself. Okay. Aquarius. Well, a message. You got a love message coming through that was already wanted to fall out. You have somebody wanting to take you out. There's a message of love. Maybe I feel like they're quite romantic. Could be a water sign. Just don't rush this. Why? Continue to focus on your work. Even though they are very romantic, they might sweep you off your feet. Just keep on moving forward. Don't let them distract you. Because the universe still wants you to have your own financial abundance and stability before you reach that kind of level that you're meant to reach. So this week, just continue to balance work and love. Anything else here for Aquarius? There might be a new opening on something if you want to start a new business, or you're trying to relocate, or I feel like some of you guys are looking for an office space to rent for your own if you're self-employed. There's something about distance horizons and a new pathway. So there's a new pathway opening up for you within some move, whether that's a relocation or I'm getting office space for a few of y'all. Anything else for Aquarius? Be careful when you're dating. If it's somebody who's very privileged, they might act from the ego. So just don't rush it. I feel like you guys are very far in your healing that you don't want to go one step forward and 3 steps back. Okay, it won't apply to everybody. Pisces, last but not least, what's this week's energy for Pisces, please? What's this week's energy for Pisces? Family. What's family about? You might get some messages in terms of your family. There might be a message of somebody having some bad health. Be careful. You might yourself be in bad health. I mean, I'm here sat with a cold and a sore throat. So, yeah, that's spot on for me. Any other messages here for Pisces? There's a false person in your... There's a false person in your energy. She's very much money driven. So just be aware of her and don't let her zap your energy. What's the house about? I also feel like you might move house, Pisces. Once you settle and you move somewhere, you're going to have... that with the house comes some more income, and your love life will improve. What's the courtship about? What's the courtship about? There's a change. You got some new person maybe coming in, but there's a change in your love life coming through. Okay? You're going to be the main female or male. Somebody will really, really pay attention to you, but just be aware of a false person in your energy who's just out for wealthy men. Basically, it could be a female in your energy or in your surroundings. Last but not least, courthouse. There could be some courthouse dealings here going on with a main male in your life or that you know of. Could also be justice, karma. Okay, my lovely people, thank you for checking in. This was a quick one. Goodbye.